Welcome to the CPT Reviews, where we review the hottest tech, movies, music, and consumer products, just not when they're hot anymore. Listen, I'm your guy, that guy, the one and only Nerdy G. Welcome to the channel. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and do all those good old things, and keep coming back for the reviews. Today we're talking about the 7 Rhymes 4-channel mini wireless microphone. Because why buy something new when you can review it months later after all the real influencers have moved on? Okay, first of all, 7 Rhymes has graciously packed this mic with more features than you'll ever remember to use. Okay, nerds, this is for you. Listen, we have wireless 2.4 gigahertz connectivity because Bluetooth is just too mainstream. Okay, we got a couple USB-C and 3.5 millimeter jacks, perfect for when you can't decide if you're living in 2025 or 2005. Your choice. 4 channels, AID noise, 48K hertz, 24-bit recording, real-time monitoring, muting. You got a mono/stereo switch, which comes in handy, and volume control. In other words, more toggles than you'll ever flip on purpose. Okay, the compatibility with everything from your camera to your grandmother's iPhone 6, as long as you can buy the right adapter cable, which of course is not included in the box whatsoever. There's a lot of things included in the box, but not that. And yes, the polar pattern is omnidirectional, which is fancy for talk, and it hears everything, including the neighbor mowing the lawn while you're trying to record a podcast about lawn care. All right. The specs are impressive on paper. There are a lot of things that look good on paper. I'm telling you, a lot of things look good on paper. So what's on paper for this? Audio sensitivity, 100 decibels, right? SNR, I don't know what that is, but it's 7 decibels, okay? Frequency range, 80 hertz to 20 hertz, right? Form factor, lavalier, aka that thing that you clip on that you always lose right before filming, right? Okay, practical uses for these: podcasting, sure. Streaming, why not? Vlogging, absolutely. Online meetings, only if you want your coworkers to hear you in your glorious high fidelity detail when you sigh about being in another Zoom call, right? Like, you know what I'm talking about. I ain't got to tell you. So listen, let's get this thing to testing it out, all right? I pit this thing against my camera mic, the Rode boom mic, the Movo wireless mic, and then I had another Kovo mic, because nothing says like a thorough review like making 4 perfectly good microphones feel bad about themselves. So what we're going to do right now, we're going to take a little time, and I'm going to give you those tests. There's a distance test, and then there's a sound test. First test we're going to do is we're going to put the 7 Rhymes up first. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to clip this on, right? And the best thing to do is clip on inside. All right, you want the clip on the outside, and you want the monitor actually on the inside. So what you're hearing me through right now, this is the stereo mode. Okay, so that's the stereo mode. What I'm going to do is I'm going to push a button, because this is the button over here, right? This button, it lets you know on this side, this is me speaking without the noise cancellation. This is me speaking without the noise cancellation. There's a difference. Maybe you hear it, maybe you don't, but there's a difference. I'm going to click it back on, and then we're going to turn it to stereo. No, we just did stereo, so we're going to do mono. This is a mono channel. And we see we're blue. Yes, we're blue. We're going to switch it one more time, and we're going to go green. So once everything is green on your transmitter and on your on your channel, that lets you know that, hey, you're on the same, and here it is. This is the sound. Now what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to the Rode Boomcaster. Just a moment. All right, now I'm speaking from the Rode Boom mic. Rode Boom mic. It's a beautiful mic, okay? It's a nice little cheap mic. You get it. It sits out on top of your camera. You can talk. You can hear things. If people move around in the background, it might pick it up. But you hear the sound. You be the judge of it. Moving on. There's nothing special about this. We're going to go with the camera audio. So now you're hearing my voice speaking through the Koa little microphone that goes on top of your camera, that sits on top of your camera, and you're like, oh my God, it's so great and it's awesome. I think I like it. It has a little wind thing, little wind pipe that you put on there, and it covers up the microphone, so if it's blowing in the winds blowing, you got whatever. Cool. Now we're gonna move on next to the Movo. And this is the Movo. Yes, this is the Movo. Link up in the link up there. I've done a video or two over this one, so check it out. But this is the Movo. Lavalier mic, wireless. The only thing I didn't like about this one, it came with batteries. So if you don't have rechargeable batteries, just know that, hey, you're gonna be on the thing and you're gonna need batteries, right? So, but this is the sound from that. Listen, that's technically 4 mics. Right, that's 4 mics. You hear me talking. Same thing with this one. You want to clip it. I love the clip, a good clip. Okay, guys, got a good clip going here. You know what I'm saying? And then there's a bigger clip. And if you don't like that clip, you can actually pop this one off. You know, just whatever. Cool. But that concludes our test. And let's get back to the actual video. The distance check is going to come first, and then we'll get back to the video. So check out the distance check. Okay, we're gonna do a distance test on these wireless headsets. As you can hear, possibly, there's some maintenance going on in the background. So what I'm gonna do for these 7 rhymes is what I call them. There's 7 rhymes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna walk as far as I possibly can. And we're gonna see if we still got a good connection with these wireless mics. Now, understand, it comes with 4. You can switch to stereo mode and you can switch to mono. I'm in mono mode right now. This is how far I'm walking. And I'm just walking backwards, right? Now, my camera person has this on 18 millimeters. So you guys are gonna be able to see, and if she wants to, she can grab the focusing ring and she can actually, not focusing ring, but she can twist it, and that goes all the way up to 135 just to see how far I am. But even if she decides to leave it at 18, you guys will still get a good ideal of how far away I am. All right, so I'm about 2 houses over from my home. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me. Am I coming through clear? Is there any interception? Okay, I'm going about 3 houses down. This is crazy. Listen, I don't think anybody needs to be this far. And I think I'm gonna stop it right here. I'm pretty sure I can go farther. Thumbs up if you can hear me. Thumbs up. So as you guys can see, technically I'm at house number 4 right now. So I'm gonna stop here. I think I keep on walking backwards and saying that I'm gonna stop. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. It's choppy. Keep on going. Wow. Okay. Now listen, guys. After the sound test, check. Distance test, also check. The links above. So listen. Here's my final thoughts. Do these mics work? Yeah. Are they perfect? What really is? Are they good for something? Absolutely. Just don't ask me to define exactly what that something is. So there you have it. The 7 Rhymes mic, perfect for creators who want solid audio, 4 channels of control, and satisfaction of knowing that they own tech that the internet stopped talking about weeks ago. Listen, I know some of you guys might say that you've seen these things on TikTok or whatever the case may be. They're not on TikTok. They may be there, but they're not. These are not the ones from TikTok, okay? These bad boys right here, you can set this up for a podcast. If you don't have the money to buy the big expensive microphones or whatnot, and you want to go with something like this, listen, do you have to mess with the volume levels a little bit? Yes, you do, because you have to balance everything out. And do you have to have some kind of control when you're having 4 people talking all at the same time? Yes, you do. Do you want to be able to separate the audio, mono, stereo? It's a reason. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, these bad boys come in a nice little case like this, clip, They're all there. Charge and see. It lets you know if something's if everything is not charged up. The blue lights will let you know. You'll be down one blue light. It's easy charging. They hold a great charge. I've shot 2 Red Cup editions with these microphones, and when I say the Red Cup editions go probably about an hour 30 per show, so almost 3 hours or so, and I didn't have to put them on the charger, and they were still going, and they still kicked out good audio. Not bad, because how many of you are going to be talking for that long period of a time? Listen, this is CPT Reviews. We get around to the reviewing things eventually when we want to, in our own time. I'm your guy, Nerdy G. Thanks for stopping by. Be sure to like, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. Until next time, I'm out.